Sir, this is an appropriation bill, and I know that anything under the sun can be discussed on this bill because, after all, the amounts are allocated by the various ministries. It is not just the concern of the finance ministry, they are just put together. We can therefore discuss all the ministries. I would submit that I have also some points to make about my state. Para. Sir, we have been talking about a new international economic order, and it has been the plea of the undeveloped and the developing states that unless a new international economic order is established, the future of the world is doomed. May I plead with this government for a new national economic order on the same grounds on which you are pleading for a new international economic order. When I suggest and call for a new national economic order, I want reallocation of funds, change of priorities, giving greater importance to certain basic and minimum needs of human life, change in the entire policy of allocation of resources available in the hands of the government. Para. Sir, you will kindly notice that taking 1947 as the base year, there is a sharp decline in the purchasing power of money. Now the value of rupees is 17 paise. If you take 1960 as the base year, the value of rupee is 24 paise. As my friend rightly pointed out, compared with the economic situation. When we are discussing the budget, the present situation is worse. I am in complete agreement with him. The other day, while discussing the two bills on the Ministry of Supply, I did mention how inflation is on the upward tendency and that is causing us a lot of anxiety. I do not want to discuss this point because you have given me very little time. Para. One short point that I would like to make is this: instead of having the Agricultural Prices Commission, please consider whether it would not be desirable to have an Agricultural Price Policy Commission because of the new dimension added to our Indian polity by the farmers, because of their consciousness and agitation going on in the country. Instead of having just the price commission, should we not consider having one price policy commission? Para. Sir, my last point is about the delays in completing irrigation project because of which the costs are escalating. Secondly, when I spoke about the number of small and marginal farmers this morning, the Minister of Agriculture simply brushed aside my point that they represent 70% of the total farmers and they own less than 30% of land roughly. All I want to know is whether the small and marginal farmers are getting their minimum share of this tremendous irrigation potential that we have invested in. Finally, may I ask one thing? How many farmers have been given bank loans or subsidies by the government of India for the purchases of agricultural implements?